and welcome to our 5th birthday celebration. We are celebrating the celebration company all week and the fact that we have been in business for 5 years. It is our 5th birthday celebration this week. We have lots of fun things going on, so I'm just going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to do a fun project, and we also have a giveaway to do during this live, which, by the way, there will be a giveaway during each live this week. So you definitely want to make sure that you are present for those lives because you don't want to miss out on the possibility of winning something free. All right. So that means there are 6 total prizes up for grabs this week. All right. The first prize is a Celebration Company sander. All right. So this is the first prize. This is what we're going to be giving away today. And I'm going to go over all of the details of the week here in a few minutes. But for right now, when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. I hope you had a really great weekend. Let's see here this weekend. I yesterday stayed at home all day and stayed in my pajamas and did some work around the house. I had some stuff that I've been needing to list for sale. So I got all that done, some stuff of Griffin's, and cleaned up the basement a little bit, went through some things, did some laundry, straightened up the house, all that fun stuff. Saturday, we had a track meet all day. Griffin did fabulous. He beat his PR, which is personal record for the 800 meter. And he beat it by a lot. So we're really proud of him. He did fabulous and he came in 4th place in shot put. So he did really great, had a really great day. And then we had a birthday party Saturday evening and we hung out with friends Friday. So we had a fun, good weekend. Lots of stuff going on. All right, let me see who we've got joining me. When you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. Hi, Cindy. Hello, Barb. Hello, Jesalyn. Hi, Pam. Hey, Holly. Hey, Kim. Thank you so much. She said happy birthday. I almost said happy birthday. Hey, Danae. Thank you, Danae. Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie. Happy Monday. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. Hi, Martha. Hey, Roberta. Hello, Gina. Hi, Holly. Thank you. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. Hello, Nancy and Jenny. Hey, Lisa. Mama Cindy is on. Hey, Donna. Hey, Gloria. Hello, Gina. Thank you. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Carol. Hello, everyone. Hi, Danae. She says, way to go, Griffin. So proud of him. Thank you. Hi, Sandy. Hello, Cheryl. Hey, Holly. And Lisa and Kathy and Maria. Lots of congratulations to Griffin. Hey, Kay. Good to see you, Sharon, over on YouTube. Hello, Angel. Good afternoon. Glad to see y'all today. Okay, so hi, Jerry. Giveaway during this live, every live this week. Okay, every single live, there will be a giveaway. So you want to make sure you're present. The way that you win is by commenting. All right. The more comments, the more entries you have. We are going to be using a program that will pull all those comments and pick a winner from them. And the winner today is going to receive a Celebration Company sander. And then also every single live, there's something different on all of the lives. Okay. So today is the sander. We also are doing a grand prize giveaway on Friday. Okay, so we'll be doing just a regular prize, and then we'll be doing a grand prize on Friday. The grand prize, however, you do not win based on your comments, okay? The grand prize is based upon your orders, okay? So when you place an order with the Celebration Company, you will receive an entry for every $10 you spend, all right? So every $10 spent on our website this week, Monday through Thursday at 11:59 p.m., you will get one entry every $10. All right. So if you spend $100, you have 10 entries for the grand prize. And let me tell you what the grand prize is going to be. You get to pick. We could not decide. We had several different thoughts going around in our head, and we couldn't decide. And we decided, why not just let the winner pick which one makes them the happiest? All right. So these are your options for the winner. Okay. So the grand prize winner gets to choose between an HP inkjet printer and a 6-month subscription to the Celebrate and Create Paper Club. They get to pick also between a Fiskars rotary paper cutter, the one that I use, this one right here, this 12 by 12 paper cutter, and a 6-month Celebrate and Create Paper Club subscription. Y'all, this is an expensive cutter, okay? So they get to choose from that, or they can choose to get the 36 by 24 inch glass craft mat. This one here that I use every single day that y'all see me crafting on, you can pick from it as well. So those 3 different items. So big prize, you can pick between the 3. And the way that you earn that is by placing an order on the website. Every $10 is 1 entry. Okay? Some of you already have entries because you've already placed an order today. All right? Now, that's not all that's going on this week. Okay? So we have the prizes, which is so much fun. But we also have some specials going on for y'all. I do not sell them, Angel. No. The craft mat would be just too expensive to ship. You can get it on Amazon. The paper cutter you can also get on Amazon. We do sell a smaller version of the craft mat, though. That's like a travel version, and it's like 11 by 15 or something like that. You can purchase that. It's $40. This craft mat is like $179, $200, something like that. So it, yes, it is, Jerry. All right. So it's an expensive craft mat. It's wonderful. It has lasted me several years. It does scratch if you cut on it, but it has held up beautifully. And I love to craft on it because all the items, any paint, glue, whatever you get on it, it just comes right off. Thank you, Nancy. Okay. And I also like it because if I do cut something, like if I was crafting on like silicone or paper or something like that, of course I'm going to cut through that unless I lay something over top. I like that if I just have a little something I can cut and I don't have to worry about it. Yes, it scratches it, which doesn't bother me so much. It might bother you, but anyways, okay, so that's not all going on. We've also got a couple of specials. First of all, when you spend $21, because we started in 2021, when you spend $21 or more, you get $5 off, okay? That is a great deal, right? $21, you get $5 off. Now, it doesn't stack, okay? So it doesn't mean for every $21 you spend, you get an additional $5. It's just that $21, you're going to get $5 off. You also, if you spend $21 after discounts, you will receive a mug cake. And let me go grab one because I forgot to grab one. I want to show y'all what this looks like because it's the cutest thing ever. So you'll receive a mug cake if you spend $21 or more after discounts. All right, so if you spend that $21, you're going to get the $5 off. You have to spend $21 in order to get the mug cake. All right, and you're going to get the cutest little package that has your mug cake, your frosting. It's got some confetti in there. It has a candle, and it's got sprinkles in here, okay? So you get your little mug cake with your order, all right? Every order that spends $21 this week will receive a mug cake. Okay. Now, that doesn't include shipping, right? So if your order is 15 and then you have to pay shipping and it ends up being over 21, that doesn't count. All right. You have to spend $21 after discounts before shipping and taxes. All right. Do you need a promo code? No, I don't think you need a promo code. I believe that it comes off automatically, but I'll let mom confirm that. Mug cake. Did I say mug cake? Not mud cape or mud cake. Mug cake. All right. All right. Okay. Tomorrow, oh yay, Nancy. Tomorrow we will be doing a fun cake testing. Has anyone ever heard of Nothing Bundt cakes? Nothing Bundt cakes are popular around here, and I know that they're kind of all over the country. Confirming mom whether or not they need a promo code. I said that I thought that it came off automatically, the deals, and the mug cake comes in automatically. I'm just confirming that there's no promo code needed. So we will be taste testing. We ordered every flavor that they have. We will be testing those tomorrow during our live at 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So all of us will be tasting those. So make sure that you join us for that. That'll be lots of fun. Wednesday, for What You Cooking Wednesday, we are cooking cake. Okay. Of course. So we're going to be making a really fun cake in the shape of a bow, hopefully, made out of cupcakes. So you want to join me for that. There's going to be 2 lives for that, one at 11 a.m. Eastern time and one at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, okay? So make sure you join me for those. No, we do not sell the mini pumpkins. I believe those come from either Hobby Lobby or the Dollar Tree. I do not sell those. Okay, then on Thursday, we'll be doing more crafting. We're going to be doing a thrift store makeover. Thursday's live is at 3:30, and that's also the deadline for the grand prize. All right, so you have to make sure you get your orders in by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Okay, then Friday, we will be doing the grand prize winner announcement, and that is 3:30 p.m. Eastern time on Friday afternoon. All right? Okay. I think that's everything I have to share with you for now. All right? So, y'all keep those comments coming because one of you are going to win our sander, and let's get to crafting. Heather, comment to win the sander, the grand prize. You're going to place an order on the website. Every $10 is one entry. And to get the mug cake, you will spend $21 and you'll get the mug cake for free. Okay? All right. So I'm using this image here for this sign. This is the sign. I got it at a thrift store. I'm not really sure how much it costs. It came from Kohl's originally. And it's just this little rustic, it says the little things, kind of this rustic, like palette type sign. We're going to be using this. But first I want to paint the top in white because I want to add the image on here, and then I want to cut so that you can see the slits, the slats, and I don't want that dark wood showing because it's probably going to show in some spots, so I want to have the white underneath it. All right, so I'm using my warm white. And Let's add some white paint on here. I'm not setting the timer today, Sandy. I'm using a app that's going to collect all the comments at the end, and it will pick a comment from all of them. So I'm not setting an app or setting a timer today. I'm using an app, actually, because we're only doing one winner. So the more comments, the more entries you'll have. Because I want this to have a little bit of a rustic look, I don't think that I'm going to worry about painting it all completely. But that handwriting, I definitely want to cover that up. And I think I'm going to go in and do a little bit more. Thank you, Rhonda. Y'all, if you're interested in this print, it is from our Celebrate and Create Paper Club this month. You can comment the words craft paper for information on that. Thank you, Raymond. A favorite memory from the 5 years. Oh my goodness, a favorite memory. Oh gosh. I don't know if I could think of a favorite memory. We have had some fun times for sure. We've had our ups and our downs. It has been a really great 5 years. Lots of excitement. Also, on the same lines, lots of frustration, lots of sadness, lots of disappointment. It has been a whole mix of emotions over the past 5 years. And we have grown a lot, but also it's felt like we haven't grown at all at the same time sometimes. And there's been just some really moments of like, wow, I can't believe this is happening right now. In a good way, and also moments the opposite of, oh, I can't believe this is happening, you know. To the negative and to the positive. You know, we haven't really thought about this, but it would be kind of fun for Mom and I to go live and do a little recap and kind of talk about, or maybe I can just do that. Maybe we can do that on Friday when we do our reveal. Business is hard. It really is. And this is a business. Sometimes our followers forget that. Sometimes, you know, people forget that this is a business. This is our jobs. And that it's not just a hobby. And it is a moneymaker for us. It's sometimes a moneymaker. It's what we intend to use to support our families. Sandy, I will tell you, you can get a very inexpensive inkjet printer from Amazon, and you can use the HP Instant Ink, and you can have prints at home for pretty inexpensive. I got a little paint over here on the side, so I'm just going to sand some of this off. Thank you, Rhonda. I'm so glad you found us too. couldn't even remember what my first live was. Someone said maybe recreate your first live. I don't even know what it was. I can't think of a favorite memory, but I definitely have had some really good ones. Some of those include gosh, like I don't even know where to start. Pinners was a really fun last year. Someone I think said that. My favorite part of that was just seeing Griffin and Andrew and my dad interact and become a part of this business in ways that they had never before. So that was really fun. Getting able to see Griffin interact with customers and just be this little salesman was really fun. Let's see here. Our first celebration in the Bluegrass is something I will never forget. It was a small group. We had 14 ladies, and I have lots of memories from that event, and it was really special and really fun. Let's see here. We had a couple of short videos, well, a couple of videos really go kind of viral, and it was really fun to get to watch that grow and multiply, and along the same lines get to see our pages grow as that video got more and more views. We've had 2 over the past couple of years. That's really it, that have gone viral, meaning millions have seen it. Let's see. Goodness, it's so hard to think. They do, Debbie. She said small businesses have to constantly pivot. That is something, y'all. I mean, it's interesting to see how things change over the years, and not just how we have to change and how we have to pivot, but also how followers change, how our group of people changes over the years. You start out with this specific group, and over the years people kind of trickle off, and you start to find you're getting other people joining in, and it just changes all throughout the years. Lori, was it Lori? No, Tracy. We had 2 videos that went viral. The first one was the bell. It was a Christmas bell that we made with Dollar Tree bowls. And part of why it went so viral is because there was so much controversy over it in the comments. People did not like that I painted the bowls red, even though the bowls were already red. And they thought that the angle was horrible and the quality of the video was horrible. And it was all the things. It was all the things. And so there was all these comments that just were trashing it, essentially. And that's what made it go viral. But there was also a lot of comments that people loved it. And then the other one was a word that I put a napkin on. I decoupaged a napkin on, and then I used the lighter and I burnt the edges. And that went viral as well. And here's something interesting, just another part of business that's been so frustrating along the way is, of course, Facebook. And the Bell video, we made a ton of money off of that video. And that was the original goal, was that we were going to be able to just provide you all with that kind of content and make money. And so we made lots of money off of that video. Honestly, that's a memory that I have. Mom and I thinking that we had won the lottery. It felt that way. It did. It felt that way. It felt like we had stumbled upon something incredible, almost on accident. And we thought, this is, I mean, we felt this like immense amount of hope, like we had been saved in a way, you know? And that did not last. It did not last. But the other video got way more views. The burn one, it got way more views, was way more successful, and we made like a penny off of that video. It just was such a drastic change, and that explains to you all why it is so important for businesses to change, and why, you know, what worked in the beginning, Dollar Tree videos and makeovers, and that's all I had to do because that worked and it was making us money. It was making us more money than we're making now. A lot more money than we're making now. And, you know, so then we just have to pivot, because what was working then doesn't work anymore. Things change. Facebook changes, and we're at the mercy of Facebook. And that's another reason why we have to make those changes, is because we can't be at the mercy of Facebook all the time, because you know, we can't trust it. We can't rely on it. We just never know what's going to happen. Oh, yay, Angel. So anyways, you know, things have changed a lot through the years, and we know that. You know, we know that we sell product, and we didn't sell product in the beginning, and it was because we didn't have to. You know, we have to now. If we're going to make any money, we have to. Facebook doesn't really pay us. You know, we don't make hardly anything off of Facebook. Okay, so I have decoupaged this on, and I've trimmed around the edges. Okay, so it's looking really cute already. So here's what I'm going to do now. We're going to cut these slits. I'm just going to, let me dry this first. Yes, I used to be upstairs in the playroom with 18 fans on me, because it would literally get about 90 degrees up in that attic in the summertime. And even now with a window air conditioning unit, it still gets blistering hot. We would have a fan at the base, at the bottom of the steps, blowing up into the playroom in order to help cool it down, to blow the air from the main level upstairs. There are air conditioning vents up there, but it just doesn't make a difference because it just gets so hot. So yes, I'm glad that we're down here in the basement. Of course, now I freeze, and most of the time I have on long sleeves or a heater on me. There's literally a heater right here, y'all. But it's okay. It's better. It's way better. All right, so I'm just going to take my knife and cut down each of these slats. Just like this. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've cut my slits. You probably can't see that right now. It was a lot, Tracy. It was a lot. And that was a hard adjustment for a lot of my followers too. You know, changing from going live twice a day to once a day. And that was also because, you know, we weren't getting paid in the way that we were. And I had to start, I was adding other things to my to-do list, and I just didn't have the time anymore. I couldn't get it all done. Sandy, I do sometimes, yes. I'm not going to lie to you and say that I never get tired of it. I do. In fact, now, you know, my family and friends are sometimes like, let's do a craft on Christmas, or let's, you know, like for instance, Easter time, my mother-in-law likes to have some kind of craft for the kids to do, and for the adults to do. You know, she'll do like the Easter egg stuff. And this past one, she had like birdhouse decorating, and when I'm at places like that, I just don't want to. I'm just like, I don't have any interest right now, you know. And I think that is because I do so much crafting throughout the week and month that I just don't feel the need to do it. And I don't typically do much crafting outside of these lives. Yes, Jamie. My husband feels the same. Well, I told my husband the same thing. I said, I want to go all out this year because it's the 4th. And he was like, oh, I'm down. He was all in on that one. So I'm going over the edges here, and I'm just sanding back some of that paper so that it just has this natural look about it. We're just going to do quite a bit of sanding on here to make it look like it's part of the wood, okay? I want to make sure to just kind of remove whatever excess there is. Just going to make it look more natural. Really get those corners. Teresa Smith, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Heather, I have looked at it. If you've been watching me for very long at all, then you will know that I am not great about new things. That I am sort of comfy in what I know, and I'm not great about trying new things. And typically, I'm very bad about, especially when it comes to anything technology, I do it last minute. Like, I put it off as long as I can. You know what I mean? And so I have looked at Whatnot, but it confused me. And what I do when stuff like that happens, I just I'm sort of debilitated. I don't like technology, and I don't do well with it. So that's sort of where Whatnot is for me. It's like, I don't know about this. I'm unsure about it. And I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know. And so I don't, do you know what I mean? That's just how I am. And I'm really bad about trying new things, which a lot of you all have experienced that with me, telling me to do things. Like for a long time, y'all kept telling me to do the cinnamon. And I'm like, I don't, and I just put it off and put it off and put it off. And finally I give it a try and I'm like, ooh, this is really good. But yeah, I don't know. That's just how I am. All right, so I am standing now in between the slats. I'm just taking my sander and just rubbing it right in between those slats to make a separation so that it looks like it's a part of the whole thing. There is just this fuzz from this paper going everywhere. And this one here, the slat was kind of like cut off. And so I'm trying to decide how I want to do that. I have not heard about Epic Studio. I'm taking the knife here to just kind of clean out this slat a little bit, this gap in between the two. I think I'm going to take my sandpaper so I can try and get in here a little bit better. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, just using the knife to just clean up and remove some of that dust from the inside of those crevices. Okay, so you can see how that's coming together at the bottom. Thank you, Lori. All right, let's keep going. I need to get some more sandpaper. This gap here is pretty big. All right, just cleaning that out again. It takes a little bit of time. Yeah, February 2021. We couldn't get it together to do it then, so we're celebrating now. almost there. A few more little slits. We don't know what the specific day was. We don't have a specific day. I'm not real sure what the first day was that we went live. Okay, this is how it's looking so far. Thank you, Lori. I'm so glad. This is not from a kit, Alexandria. This is a sign that I just got at a thrift store. And we're using a paper image design from this month's Celebrate and Create Paper Club. So we're just decoupaging it on and just having some fun with it. I'm doing a little bit of distressing and just kind of sanding away in the little cracks and crevices that sign had. And this is kind of what I was talking about, where I didn't really want that wood to show. I'm trying to decide. I don't think I like it, so I think I'm going to take some paint and clean that up. I think I just sanded it off as I was sanding the paper. Y'all, don't forget, we're doing a giveaway at the end of this live. All right, I think I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to get a smaller one. All right, and I'm just going to get in here. And add a little bit of white paint in there. So that it doesn't stick out so much. That's what it's looking like. Gonna add a little bit more. Okay. There we go. All right, y'all. I think we're about done. Might do a little bit more around the edges. Okay. All right, let me dry this paint. I think I'm going to do a layer of decoupage glue just to seal this. And that's it. Just a beautiful image on this rustic sign. I know it's hard to believe it's been 10 or 5 years, I know. It's hard for us to believe it. But at the same time, sometimes it feels like it's been a lot longer than 5 years. I'm going to grab a stiff bristled brush and see if I can get, this area is really bothering me. It's just not as clean as I'd like it to be. So I'm just using this brush to try and clean out the crevices. All right. I think I'm happier with that. Okay, so now the print came from our Celebrate and Create Paper Club. If you comment craft paper, we'll send you the information on that. So now I'm just going to take some decoupage glue and we're just going to do a layer right over top to seal this up. Seal those edges where we've sanded. And this sign is done and it's beautiful, super fun. Okay, let me dry it. As it dries, I'll kind of rub over it with my fingers. Make sure it's dry enough before you do that, just to make sure there's no bubbles. Sometimes the bubbles can come up after we add the decoupage glue over the top. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. All right, and that's it, y'all. There's our cute little sign. And we didn't do anything to the edges. I just left the edges with that raw look. I'll show you up close how that looks. And y'all, this was a full sheet design. So we just, it's like an 8x8. Yeah, it's like an 8x8 sign. So we just positioned just the house on to the sign and still got that American flag in there. So pretty. So there you have it. All right, y'all. So we're going to do our giveaway. So we're going to pick a winner from all these comments. All of y'all that have been commenting, thank you so much. So let me just get this pulled up real quick. I have got paper dust everywhere. Okay, let me type in that password again. I still don't think I got it right. No. Okay, there we go. All right, let me grab the link to the Facebook Live. Okay. And then, all right, I'm going to post the link. All right, it's getting all your comments. It'll take it a minute. Okay, 527, y'all. 527. All right. So are you ready? I'm going to start it. 1, 2, 3. Let's see who our winner is. Okay, Sandy Cochran. Sandy Cochran is our winner of our sander. Let me write that on a piece of paper. Hang on. Here we go. Okay. Sandy Cochran, if you are a winner, send us your mailing address. So Sandy, send us your mailing address, and we will ship this sander to you tomorrow. All right. Congratulations, Sandy, and thank you everyone for joining us and for commenting. It's been fun to reminisce a little bit, and I look forward to doing it the rest of the week. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, okay, we will be going live to do our Nothing Bundt Cake taste testing. Okay, 12 flavors. 12 flavors. It's all the flavors that they have. We're going to be doing those, taste testing those tomorrow with all of you. All right. I wish y'all could taste test them with us, but all the girls will be taste testing them, so it'll be lots of fun. All right. So I'll see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Another giveaway will happen. Make sure you place your orders. Remember, every $10 spent is one entry into our grand prize giveaways, which we will be doing on Friday. You have until Thursday at 11:59 p.m. to get your orders in, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I love you guys. We are so appreciative of you all and your support over the years, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.